Here's the pause symbol. Remember, when you see the pause symbol, pause, take whatever notes you need to, and go on to the next part of the presentation. If you don't need to pause, just continue on going to the next part. So the objective, the student will be able to add and subtract negative integers. This will be done through presentation and classroom activity. I could have actually written this as high-level negative integers because that's what we're doing. I'm showing you some tricks to do higher-level negative problems. But either way, we're subtracting and adding negative integers. So right now, I'm giving you the presentation. As you guys know, tomorrow we will be doing in class a classroom activity to make sure you understand this part of the lecture. So, third time's a charm. What is a negative? I've asked this question a few times, but it's basically what you think a negative is. Anything to the left of the number line, opposite of positive, when you don't have something. So here are some tricks. Where is it? Come on. Some magic tricks. There goes some birds, and here comes the bunny, and then another bird. So here are some magic, kind of playing off yesterday with explosions of glitter, magical glitter. So there's my little bit of enthusiasm for now. So we have some magical exploded glittery doves and bunny rabbits. But quick, negative plus a negative will always have a negative answer. So if we have negative 18 plus negative 20, negative 38 will be the answer. This will be trick number 1. I'll show you. It'll be an awesome trick. So if we also look at this, look at 18 plus 20 is 38. Whoa, wait. So if you're saying negative 18 plus negative 20 is 38, and positive 18 plus positive 20 equals 38. So we can draw a conclusion from this. The conclusion is if you take a negative number, so if you take two negative numbers, so we have negative 56 and negative 45, you'll have a negative answer. So what we'll do is we'll actually just move that negative sign over. So we'll just put two positive numbers and we'll put a negative answer. Because you guys, this negative thing's confusing you. So positive 56, positive 45, add them together, and you're going to get a positive answer. So that's how you do that. So just put a positive, even though it's going to be a negative answer. We already know it's going to be a negative answer, so put negative and just add them like normal. So here's the pause slide. Go back, pause, take whatever notes you need to. If you don't need to, continue on to the next part of the presentation for trick number 2. Magic trick number 2. So this part of the trick, all I want you guys to do is circle whatever the larger sign is. So for example, 15 minus 27 equals negative 12. Circle negative 27 because it's the larger number. And then you're going to find out, because if we take 27 minus 15 is 12, 15 minus 27 equals negative 12. Whoa, those are the same again. So we can draw another conclusion, other than they're opposite, negative and positive. The conclusion this time is if we have a negative number and we circle the sign, we know the answer is going to be negative, or the higher number. So this one, negative's higher. So it's going to be a higher negative answer. So over here, we throw the negative over there, and we just do a normal subtraction problem. Now we have 46 minus 23. We know the answer is going to be negative. So when we do 46 minus 23, it's going to be 23. But this time it's negative. So again, just circle the higher answer. And then therefore, when you circle the higher answer, you already know what the answer is going to be, negative or positive. So here's pause slide number 2. Again, there's lots of pauses in this one, more than I usually have, because I'm showing you some tricks. So I want you to be able to write those tricks. So this last one, it's actually basically the same as trick 2, but it's kind of like part 2. If you circle again, this time the answer is going to be positive, the higher answer. So we know the answer is going to be positive. So negative 25 plus 37 equals 12. We know the answer is going to be positive, so we're going to do the same thing. But again, look at negative 25 plus 37 equals 12. Or if we switch it the other way around, 37 minus 25 is going to be 12. So the conclusion we can kind of draw from this is, again, if we circle the larger number, we know that that's going to be the answer. So if we know 23 is larger and 23 is positive, the answer, therefore, must be positive. So when we have our positive answer, 23 minus 12, we know it's going to be positive, so we can throw our positive sign over there. And then we're going to have 23 minus 12 is going to be, drum roll, positive 11. So in a second, we're going to have a guest speaker come in. First time ever in Mr. Beuthin's videos or classes. Here is our guest speaker now.
Same sign, add and keep, different sign, subtract. Take the sign of the larger number, then you'll be exact.
That's Mrs. Beuthin. Mr. Beuthin doesn't sing. He sounds like a cat going through a garbage disposal when he sings. So that's why Mrs. Beuthin, I begged and begged and begged her to sing that little song. It makes sense to some people, so if it works for you, awesome. If it doesn't, use my rules. Here is your pause slide. Pause, take any notes you need to. If you don't need to take any notes, feel free to go on to the next part of the presentation. Here is your few problems. There's only 6, so do all 6. I'm going to go, and you might hear a little bit of clicking or something in the background because I'm going to break while it gives you the answers and you're working. So there's your guys' answer for these. I don't know why the bottom number 85 kind of got off track there, but it's negative 85. So again, recap. Um, you can use the wonderful Row, Row, Row Your Boat song, which Mr. Beuthin probably couldn't sing if you asked him to do it tomorrow. We have 2 tricks to teach you, or 2, and one has part 2. But use those tricks. Hopefully they help you. Hopefully you took some good notes and got those questions right. So, but basically we did some negative integers, and I'm waiting for the recap slide to end because this one's actually pretty long, and Mr. Beuthin's rambling on and on and on. And usually at this point, you guys kind of stop paying attention to Mr. Beuthin. Like, okay, I did my questions. I'm done. I'm going to go on. Mr. Beuthin, you're so boring. But so now the boringness is almost over. The student will be able to add and subtract negative integers. This will be done through a presentation and classroom activity. Mr. Beuthin Robot has now ended the lecture. Have a nice